Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the News Now. I'm Cyria Sandlin. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. If you missed Daybreak, we are still catching you up on everything you need to know about now Tropical Storm Michael. We are live right now on WTOC.com, our news app, Amazon Fire, Roku, Twitter, and Facebook. Well, luckily, we did not get the worst of that storm right here in the coastal empire and low country. We're going to send it over to Cutter Martin to see what the storm is doing right now and what impacts we will have throughout the day. Good morning, Cutter.
Yeah, good morning, Cyria. A noisy night for many across the coastal empire and low country. Winds and impacts from the winds now beginning to decrease. Pretty much right as forecast, peak wind gusts 40 to 60 miles per hour. Meteorologist Andrew Gordon tweeting out that information this morning. Now departing Tropical Storm Michael is weakening, and we're going to see a north and westerly breeze enter the forecast. It's going to be a breezy to windy afternoon, yes, but we're going to bring down the wind speeds, move out the cloud cover, and we're talking a return to sunshine this afternoon. Not a big rainmaker, also as expected for the coastal empire, the low country. Do have a little bit of shower activity here, moving kind of maybe just south of due east, and a more persistent band of at least light drizzle here, portions of Screven County, Hampton County, Allendale County, Northern Emmanuel County, Burt County, but this isn't really going to push that much further south. So if you haven't seen much rain yet, you're probably going to overall, miss out on the rain activity associated with this system. Now, some interesting and kind of conflicting data we have numerous power outages reported, so we may not have the best quality of data here, but in general, Georgia coastal empire, we are beginning to see winds increase, probably a little bit gustier than that 5 though, and gusting 25 to 35 in at least a few communities still. And up in the low country, Walterboro right now, gusting to 51, sustained at 30 miles per hour, gusting near 40 in Hardeeville, and several stations not reporting because of the loss of power, or they may have some corrupted data. Going hour by hour actually can drop the alerts here in the afternoon, the evening. Rain chances diminishing through the rest of the morning to the afternoon. In fact, increasing sunshine coming up later today. And behind this storm system, drier air tomorrow, Saturday, even Sunday. Low and isolated rain chances early next week. And believe it or not, temperatures, the coolest we have felt so far this fall, they're on the way. I'll have that coming up in the digital weather now at 11 a.m. and your forecast during Mid-Morning Live. Cyria.
All right, thank you very much, Cutter, for that update. Well, we have learned at least 2 people have been killed by Hurricane Michael so far. Yesterday, the storm swept through Florida as a Category 4, leaving behind widespread damage. Right now, you are looking at video from Panama City, Florida. Michael barreled through the Florida Panhandle as one of the most powerful storms to hit the United States in decades. We are getting reports from both Florida and southern Georgia. The first death was reported in Gadsden County, Florida. The sheriff's office says there was a man killed when a tree crashed through his roof and trapped him inside. First responders were delayed because of downed power lines. The second death was an 11-year-old girl in Seminole County, Georgia. Local officials say that death was because of a mobile carport that got picked up by the wind and fell onto a home. They're calling that a freak accident. Well, right now we want to go to our Meredith Parker. She has been driving around Chatham County all morning long looking for that damage. Right now she is in the Victoria district of Savannah on 37th Street. So Meredith, tell us what you're seeing out there.
So those small signs of Tropical Storm Michael on the ground scattered among Savannah streets, pine needles, limbs, small debris, but then even bigger signs taking up entire streets here at 37th and Fulmer. A tree snapped in half due to the storm. You can see it is absolutely covering from side to side. It was rotted. We did take a full 360 view and see that it was rotted on the inside. However, it has caused a lot of pickup damage here near the cottages of Savannah, just about a few blocks from Victory Drive. We've been driving around Chatham County all morning, looking at power outages, looking at damage from this storm. It does seem that the biggest priority and the biggest scale of what we've been watching has been wind gust, and we're still feeling that, and I'm sure you can hear that right now throughout the morning, and it's what we're continuing to watch. But as the daylight has come in over the last few hours, officials have been able to come out, assess the damage, and see when they can start picking up. About 3,000 people in our area are without power right now. So a lot of emergency management agencies are trying to figure out what they can do and how fast they can get everything back up to normal operations. We can see that people have been here as we've got the cones from City of Savannah out here. We do not have a time for when they're going to be here to pick this up and open this road back up. But when we get that information, we will certainly bring it to you. Reporting live from Chatham County, Meredith Parker, WTOC News.
All right, thank you, Meredith. Well, the Georgia Department of Transportation closed the Sidney Lanier Bridge on US 17 in Glenn County towards St. Simons and Jekyll Island. This was because of the gale force winds from the storm. And this is a live look from our WTOC downtown Skycam of the Talmadge Bridge in Savannah. It, too, is closed to traffic until further notice. But I just got an email update from Jill Nagel with the Georgia Department of Transportation. I asked her when those bridges will be back open. She told me that bridge inspectors are scheduled to be on the Talmadge starting at 8 a.m., so they just got out there. Once inspection is complete, the bridge will be open, and she will let us know. Her release will go out, so we will also tell you. Now, Georgia Power posting on Facebook, they are working on more than 2,700 cases of damage. This includes broken poles and downed lines that will need to be repaired or replaced. They're also warning that in the harder hit areas, it could take several days or longer to get the power on. I'm also seeing on Facebook right now, Bryan County officials posting that more than 3,000 people in Bryan County are in the dark without power. So I want to know if that includes you. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're commenting from and if your lights are on. Well, also, we have a lot of damage in Guyton. Our Jamie Ertl was out in the WTOC Storm Chaser this morning looking at that damage. This is on Honey Ridge Road. You can see it is not safe to drive on. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that cleared out soon. But again, this is Honey Ridge Road in Guyton. If you have damage in your neighborhood and you're able to take a picture or video safely, we'd like to see it. You can email storm damage photos to pics@WTOC.com. Remember, only send us these pictures if you can do so safely. Well, now to a bit of good news we have this morning. Not even a hurricane can stop a tradition more than 60 years in the making. We have learned the 68th annual Savannah Greek Festival is still on. The three-day event usually kicks off on a Thursday, but this year they'll begin tomorrow and go through Sunday. You can enjoy all of the traditional Greek food, live music, dancing, the craft shop full of groceries, gifts, and baked goods. You can even get a tour of the church. Now, the festival starts tomorrow at 11 a.m. You can still place orders online. Everyone is welcome. This is at the St. Paul Hellenic Center. I'll have more info on my Facebook page, and tomorrow in Savannah Weekend, we also have this story up on WTOC.com. Well, it has been a very busy morning for us here at WTOC, and especially in the First Alert Weather Center. We're live right now. Cutter Martin joining me because we've got a lot of questions. Have you been reading any of them?
Yeah, I think a lot of the questions folks asking, is the worst over? How windy did it get? And, pretty simple answers here. Our window of gusts 40 to 60 verified pretty well. We had a peak gust 59, Defusky 57, Tybee 53, Pooler at the airport, and several 50 to 55 mile per hour gusts further inland, Bullitt County, Emanuel County, Swainsboro, also Sylvania, Screven County. And we knew it wasn't going to be a big rainmaker. City of Savannah barely saw anything. Poured at my place in Pooler there early last night with one little band, and then after that it was just drizzle. And so if you haven't gotten much rain yet, you're not going to get much more. Maybe some drizzle up in the low country, and it's a slow-ish process. But generally, we're going to wind it on down through the afternoon and the evening. What we're dealing with this morning is scattered tree damage, kind of like we were talking about, and scattered power outages. In some cases, trees have come down, but folks already seizing the opportunity in the relative drier conditions to get out and clear roadways. So it looks like improvement. That's the theme of the day. Improvement, better weather, better travel conditions as the day progresses.
Yeah, a lot of you are joining us right now. Brian says no power in Ellabelle. Chattahoochee Power still saying high wind gusts and misty rain. We've been talking with Chattahoochee Power. They say they have a lot of outages. Power out in Savannah, LaRoche Avenue. Monique says she's had her power out since 2 a.m. The Savannah outages have been kind of spotty. Wilmington Island, I know, lost power for a couple of hours this morning. I saw some stuff on Facebook about that. But then the lights came back on. The south side also experiencing some power outages. It's all over the place.
And in some cases, the system is able to restore itself. It can kind of rejuice the line again. I'm not an expert, but from what I understand, in some cases they can bring it back up without having to bring an entire crew back in. And that may be the case across Chatham County. But we heard Georgia Power kind of on a statewide level, most of this out of our area, but some locally, there is damage to the line. Either a tree came down, the line came down, some of that in the low country as well. Beaufort County near Bluffton earlier this morning with some of the nasty weather. So those lines will take longer to fix. Thus, the outages will take a little bit longer to be restored. So, this is one of the reasons why school was canceled today. We have a lot of blinking signals out there in some cases. Power is just absolutely off. And a couple lines down. We have some trees down and a lot of limbs down. Yard work is going to be a popular thing to do today. And thankfully, the weather improves today, but still windy through the day. So probably your Friday, your Saturday, your Sunday, the best days to get out and kind of clean up everything after this messy weather.
Yeah, you did mention those school closures. A lot of you are probably wondering now, are the kids going to go back to school tomorrow? Well, we will be following those updates for you all day long. I'm assuming that a lot of the new information will start coming in this afternoon. The school districts will make those decisions. And as soon as we find out, we're going to let you know. Make sure you have the WTOC News app downloaded on your phone. We're sending out push alerts with all this new information. Also, I'm going to check back in with the Georgia Department of Transportation, find out how that bridge inspection went on the Talmadge, which started about 25 minutes ago. Hopefully that will get reopened soon, in the Lanier Bridge down in Glenn County. We will keep you updated. We're going to be back here at 10 a.m. with another digital newscast. Until then, again, download the app, keep following us on social media for updates, and we will see you later. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for joining us.